Howdy y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show.
Hey, I'm Tim.
Today we're going to be talking about QUERCUS ROBUR General Pulaski. This is a really cool English oak. I think you're really going to enjoy this one.
I love this one just because these leaves are so unique. They're twisting for an English oak on a dwarf English oak that grows really, really slowly.
This tree leaves out a very, very dark green, and it's going to keep that all spring and summer and go to a bold red in the fall. It's an excellent tree for the colors, but what really sets it apart is that gnarly curling foliage. Think of this one like curly lamppost or resic as far as how it's going to have that extreme curling habit to it. It keeps that dark green foliage that you're familiar with on something like Shishigashira, but with a really tight, contorted, gnarly habit.
The habit is so gnarly contorted. Originally, Joe STUPKA, who found this, thought that it was damaged by aphids. And then as it grew up, he realized it kept those cool traits. And he said, hey, this is cool. This is something people will want as a neat collector plant. And he started grafting it.
Hey, what a selling point. It looks like it's damaged by aphids.
No, but that makes it really cool. Just this really tight, congested growth, the twisting leaf on an English oak really makes this thing really unique. But also, this is a really narrow growing tree, typically growing about 5 to 7 feet tall by about 2 foot in width in 10 years. So it's not a very large growing tree or very fast growing tree. So it fits in a lot of small spaces and gives you a really unique texture with that twisted leaf on an oak tree.
You're really going to want this tree. It looks like it's damaged by aphids.
But it does look really cool. And it is an awesome plant that is really special and really unique.
So General Pulaski was a general in the Revolutionary War. That's where the original name comes from. Joe STUPKA named this one, and it's an interesting plant for sure. QUERCUS ROBUR can be quite difficult to graft, so they are a little rare in production just because it takes a lot of scion to create one plant. And with very little new growth and very short internoding, this tree can be quite difficult to propagate. And that's why it's kind of scarce in the trade, but it's highly sought after for its very unique habit. And I joke about the aphids, but it looks really cool up in person. It's a very unique habit to it and a density and unique foliage that I haven't seen anywhere else.
And being a QUERCUS ROBUR, this is good zones 4 through 8. It's a great container plant, but it's also a great tree out in the landscape because it is very narrow. So you can fit it in these tight places in the garden. You'll see we put a Twombly's Red Sentinel behind it. And we're here near a roadway. We couldn't put a tree that could grow out into the road. This tree fits perfectly in here with that tighter compact habit. Doesn't have branches that reach out over the road. And it's a tree that can really fit in cool places and give you a little bit of unique habit.
And it's super durable. It's going to work in sun zones 4 through 8 as well. Very awesome plant to be growing. Anywhere you can grow an English oak, this one's typically going to have the same durability of your standard English oak, which, as people know, they're tough as nails. That's why I say strong as an oak tree. It's a very, very durable plant and easy to grow in the garden. You want to make sure it does have good drainage. It doesn't want to be in boggy or wet feet, so site this one somewhere with good drainage. But it's going to be a very easy to plant to grow anywhere zones 4 through 8 for sure.
Now, these we often sell in 1-gallon containers. And with a 1-gallon container on QUERCUS ROBUR General Pulaski, I like to go out and put a tomato cage or something around that, just so that animals and people begin to realize it's there until it starts to get some size to it. Once it gets some size to it, obviously you won't have any issues, but I'd hate for someone to trip over it and break it because this tree is extremely rare.
I mean, very, very compact. These trees start out very slow growing. They do tend to get a little bit faster once they're established. The specimen we're standing here with in our garden is over 20 years old, so it's a beautiful, larger specimen. I love this one. We'll probably have to come catch it again when it's in that red fall color. And it's just an amazing plant in every single season. It definitely gets a lot of conversations going. I mean, it's a tree that people come by the garden and they're like, what is this thing? It looks crazy. What's the contorted plant out there? It's definitely a talking piece here in our garden for sure. And it always catches the eye. We use it prominently here right at the beginning of this garden as well, kind of for that exact reason. It's definitely something that people want to talk about and find out more about when they see it.
If you like cool plants like this, check out all of our other videos on the MrMaple Show. We do a lot of neat Japanese maples and other rare, interesting woody ornamentals all the time on the MrMaple Show. So check out our full gambit of videos on the MrMaple Show. Make sure to like this video, share this video with your gardening friends, and make sure to sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. General Pulaski could be coming to a 10 at 10 near you, so you want to make sure you're signed up so you can be notified when it becomes available.
Hey, and if it is sold out at this current time when you're watching this and you have your heart set on it, there are 2 great things you can do. One, you can always sign up and for the notification as soon as that one's back in stock. You can go to the General Pulaski page on our website. There's a place for your email, put that in. You know, our office will email you as soon as that one's ready to go out. That's a great way to get notified, but also grab a gift card. That's a great way for somebody to have this in queue and be waiting for one. We have gift cards available on MrMaple.com, and they come right to your email.
Take care.
God bless.
And have an awesome day.